Hello everyone and welcome back to Royalty Soaps. I lost my intro footage, so now I'm having to film very late at night. So I hope the surrounding lighting is making you feel very calm, very relaxed, and very cozy, hopefully in your bed. Today's soap is another Alice in Wonderland themed creation. I tried to do two soaps for characters that I feel are vastly underrated and or just ignored in pop culture. Absolem the caterpillar being one of them. As a kid, I always thought he was one of the funniest characters. He just made no sense to me. I didn't understand why he did any of the things he did. I had no idea what he was talking about half the time, and I loved it. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I have two, one for Royalty Soaps, one for all of my personal stuff. On my personal stuff, I just posted my very first bump date with little baby Carson #2. We are going to be doing a gender reveal soap very soon, probably in March. So without further ado, let's make Who Are You soap. Woo! We sassy up in the house of Carson tonight, aren't we, Caleb? I will tell you guys before we even start, this was the hardest soap of the entire month to design because I felt like there were so many elements that I had to include to make it all come together right. And yet, it's the most simple. It is a low top soap, so we're gonna be making it and pouring it into the mold that Kenny made me, my large 14 by 14 inch slab mold. So first I will strain my lye water solution. The recipe I'm using is down in the description box below, and it is written in percentage form so that you can alter it for whatever size mold you have or are using or making or whatever. All right, so using my Cuisinart stick blender, I'll leave you guys a link to the exact one I am using down below. We are going to mix and mix and mix until just past emulsion. This big container of soap is gonna be split into two different containers. Freaking focus, you stupid camera. It happens every single time I do a slab. Just gonna dump these in. I'm totally eyeballing them. We're just making them as even as possible. Both sides will probably end up coming right to, yep, this little ring around here. We gonna scrapey our big container. We won't be using it again today for this soap. Now these two buckets are gonna be exactly the same hue. We're gonna be using reformulated neon blue with a slightly different tint. In color theory, a hue is desaturated by mixing white to lighten the value, mixing black to darken the value. So tint is like same color but going lighter. So two different tints, bottom is gonna be light, top is gonna be dark. So I'm gonna start by pouring in some titanium dioxide mixed with water. That's gonna lighten it for us. So let's blend this up and see what color we get. This color looks perfect. So let's add our fragrance oil. Today we are using Capri Olivo. It has a very Mediterranean olive branch, kind of like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Caleb, get over here and give me an opinion. Also, my nose is totally messed up with pregnancy.
It just smells like a nice candle to me. It smells like a scent that you would find easily in a candle store. Yeah. Again, sort of that olive grove, a little bit of lemon verbena, a little bit of anything that probably reminds you of Tuscany or Italy. In a fresh way, not a pizza way. Is that offensive? Like all Italy's good for is pizza. No, I don't think so. I think they love their food.
Fragrance oil has been added, so now I'm gonna mix that up with the stick blender. This looks and smells really nice, so let's get our slab mold? This looks and smells amazing, so let's get our slab mold and pour the first part in. Okay, so let's pour our blue in. Ooh, it's gorgeous. It looks just like a lagoon. And good for my camera, finally staying in focus for once. I'm gonna scrapey out my container. And now, using my little tea strainer, I'm gonna take some Aztec Gold mica and we're gonna put a really heavy mica line down the middle. This is gonna represent the little hookah cord that he is constantly wrapped in. It's a lovely shade of gold. For the second layer, we're gonna add in some blue, no titanium dioxide because this one's gonna be darker, and then I'm gonna pour the proper amount of fragrance oil right here on the top because the fragrance oil slowed down how fast my soap was thickening. So I know I can stick blend it in no problem, and to kind of dissolve that colorant a little bit. You guys see all these little speckles in here? This can be one of the things that y'all should learn to not do. Mix up your neon colorants with oils before you blend it into the soap. I forgot to do that and now I have little speckles all through it. Lucky for me, I'm working with a design where that doesn't really matter that much, but still, if I wanted it to all be super even and for that not to look that way, you mix it up with oil. I do know some people mix theirs up with glycerin, but I don't like doing that because I feel like it messes with the chemistry of the soap and it makes it soft and kind of weird. I haven't used this neon blue in probably 3 years and I just forgot that it's one of those neons that doesn't play nice. Hey husband man, you want to tap this down on the ground for me? Sure. This next part is going to be really fun. I have some 24 karat gold mica here, and I've mixed it with some olive oil. So the first thing, I'm gonna suck some up in the pipette, and we're gonna put some little dots down the soap, just like so. Try to make sure they do look like actual dots and not like stripes. And you see I have these lines here for where each soap loaf is going to be cut. And then once you have all the little gold dots on, I'm gonna take a toothpick and I'm gonna run my toothpick through the gold so it makes a little tail on each one. And this is supposed to represent his shoes. Absolem has some really pointy little gold shoes. So I'm starting from the middle. To make this look, you have to start in the middle of the gold dot. You can't like take it and drag it all the way through. If you drag it all the way through, it'll end up looking kind of like a heart. I'll show you guys on one of the end pieces that I know is gonna be turned into a sample right here. You see, if I start on the outside and just pull, it ends up making a little heart design. We don't really want that. We want it to look like a shoe. And I'm pulling in all different directions, so it kind of looks like his feet are going everywhere. As you guys can see, I really thought about this. I know it's just soap, but I mean, this is just the way my brain works. We've got all of his little shoes done, so now on the other side, using some Flash Dance mica from Mad Micas and a little bit of spa salt, we're gonna add some purple colored salts to the other side, and this is supposed to represent his little socks. He has little socks on his feet that go right into his little gold shoes. I will leave you guys a picture for reference right now so you can see what I'm talking about. And I just think that the gold and the blue and the purple just tie in together perfectly. Some of the gold little shoes are going to be kind of overlapped with the salt, and that's okay. We do try to remember that while it looks nice in slab form, it's all about what each individual bar is going to look like. So now the last thing we do is spritz the top with rubbing alcohol, and because we have that mica on top, I'm not gonna spritz it as much as I normally do. We'll let that mica kind of soak in a little bit, and then we'll come back in, 10 or 15 minutes and spritz it down again. But that's it. We're done with Who Are You? And here's the Who Are You up close. Do you see his little shoes? They're so cute. Also, I'm loving that mica. That is just a poppin' purple. I cannot wait to split the slab into loaves and then cut the loaves into bars. We will do so in about 18 to 24 hours and after this quick commercial break. So we are back with the Who Are You soap. Those little gold bits look so nice up on top. I'm really pleased with them. I'll line this up so we get 2 nice even sample bars and then press down gently with my multi-bar cutter Evangeline. Such a nice plinky noise. I will pull one out from the middle, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I think this soap is very simple and very elegant. So you've got the two blues, the lighter and the darker being a little bit more speckledy, which I've actually kind of come to enjoy. Then you've got that really visible gold mica line for the little hookah, and then you've got on top his little shoes and the little socks. So I think all together it flows, and it definitely is reminiscent of the caterpillar. And also, for those who don't really prefer Alice in Wonderland or aren't looking for any symbolism, it's just a nice clean bar of soap. The fragrance is really spectacular. I think after sitting in the mold a little bit, it kind of popped even more, and it's just really unique. I've never really smelled a fragrance oil like this, but it's a good one. So the question of the day is, do you think the caterpillar is a rude character, or just a character who's giving Alice some much needed tough love? Caleb, I want your honest opinion before I give mine.
Tough love.
Seriously? I think he's rude.
Yeah, I mean, some people just need to be pushed around a little.
But she's a little girl. She didn't know. And also when he's like, by the way, one side will make you grow taller and one side will make you grow shorter. And he doesn't clarify, and she's like, the other side of what? And then he just screams in her face, the mushroom, of course. You don't think that's someone just losing their temper and being grouchy?
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have told her which side it was, but he should have told her what thing he was talking about.
So it sounds like you side with me, actually.
No.
If you would like to vote on the question of the day, please click the I in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and hey, if you'd like to get notifications about YouTube videos, you can also click the bell. This soap will be available to purchase on February 4th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, royaltysoaps.com. This is our Valentine's Day release and our Alice in Wonderland release. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the Alice in Wonderland series. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on the other videos that I've posted, and I can't wait to show you what I have in store. The best is yet to come. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whether that is relaxing in your bed and just shutting your eyes for a moment, taking a little moment for yourself, or going out with your friends and getting some gelato. Either way, do something that makes you happy, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Bye for now. Meow.